Goldstone Resources has interest in 3 African countries, all with gold prospects. It's an explorer, so it's still undertaking work to take it through to proving up a resource. The chief executive is Jurie Wessels, who joins us now. Jurie, welcome.
Hi, Jurie.
Just explain a little bit more about what you've got. You're in Ghana, Senegal, and also Gabon.
That's right. That's correct, yes. In Ghana, we've got a resource. We've recently updated that to 600,000 ounces. We've increased it in the last year by 48%. That property is very interesting because it lies right next to AngloGold Ashanti's Obuasi mine, and that was mined by Ashanti before Anglo took them over in 2002 at a gold price of about 280 to 300, and they took out about 40,000 ounces, and we believe that has got a bearing on the. If you look at today's financials and the realities of the gold price, then yes, sure, that might be something that would be helpful for us to commercialise that asset.
Talk to us a little bit more about other projects that you've got underway.
We've got Gabon in Central Africa, where we've got 2 very prospective licenses. Both of them have got traits that you would expect as an exploration company to be looking towards, and that would help you to make a major discovery. The first thing that both of them have that gives us easy access in a very difficult terrain, there are logging roads. The second thing is that they are located, they've got anomalies over them that is very large and contiguous, that thirdly is associated with the underlying rocks, and then fourthly that today there are artisanal miners that are mining the streams that cut through or drains through these anomalies. That means that there's gold there. So we are exploring and have been drilling 9 holes in the first one of them, and we believe those 2 prospects are the jokers in the pack, which I like to call them, that would give Goldstone a company transforming opportunity if we do make a discovery there. In fact, on Oyem, we have got we've got the samples of the 9 holes coming out in 3 batches. The first 3 are already at the lab, and the other 2 will be coming out in 2 to 3 weeks' time from now on.
What's your strategy for funding these projects?
We've got $1.7 million in the bank, and as I said, there is definitely the opportunity for making something more of a masse of the resource by commercializing that earlier. And then also at Sangola, we are talking to someone that would be able to do a JV with us that would take off that liability from our balance sheet and would be carrying that on themselves for an interest in that license. So yes, we do have ways and means of diminishing our cash expenditure.
I noticed with interest as well that you've got a recent recruit of the company that's come from AngloGold Ashanti. You mentioned the company earlier on. The former CFO, Jonathan Best. What's he bring to your board?
Well, besides the fact that he brings a wealth of experience, obviously, he's over 35 years of in this business. You know, he also brings corporate governance experience, and then also an insight into getting things done as far as Anglo is possibly concerned. You know, he is the non-executive on that board that owns that asset, and although he would be distancing himself as soon as it comes to decision making, because there's clearly a conflict, he would certainly be helpful for us to get to decisions and hopefully be opening avenues for commercializing it earlier.
What about where we go from here and what 2013 is going to bring? In terms of the investment case, why should investors get in now? I mean, clearly 2013 you've got some developments underway for the year. What do you say to people about
the reason? Well, Goldstone has got a market cap now of just £8.5 million, share price 2.5. And with the prospects that we have, you know, we've never had bad news at all since we've raised the cash last year, £4.7 million. And if an investor would like to take a punt at a company that offers assets across the development spectrum, from early stage to more advanced, then Goldstone, I can't think of a better company than Goldstone to do that with. You know, we have the prospect of doing a transaction or commercialize on Massey. We have at Oyem, we are receiving results coming through there very soon. Behind that is Ngutu as well. That would completely transform the company's fortunes. So yes, there are so many things that are very low entry cost for any shareholder now. If they would like to take a punt on it, that would give them a kick.
What about milestones you're expected to hit over the next few months or so?
Well, I'd like to bring out good results at OEM, but that's out of my control. Mother Nature's involved there.
Sure.
And then do something at commercializing Ramasin, and then also obviously doing something as far as Angola is concerned with a major partner there.
What are these three countries like to work in, very briefly, before we leave you?
All of them are stable democracies. All of them are easy to work in. None of them we've had difficulties with governments making noises of nationalizing assets, and I don't think that would happen. All of them, as I said, are easy African democracies. So I don't think they also are very aware of the current economic climate. So, for instance, Ghana is talking of dropping their windfall tax on mining companies.
So
quite happy, very satisfied with it.
Yeah, good. Okay, Jurie, good luck with everything, and good luck for 2013.
Yes, thank you.
Good to talk to you. Jurie Wessels there as the Chief Executive of Goldstone Resources.